Hello and welcome. My name is Aram, I'm the BIOROWER founder, and I show you how to switch the BIOROWER Pro from sculling to sweep rowing. Now the short option would be to say, okay, we're going to replace just with the sweep oar handle. It's longer, you hold it with two hands, it's got the original dimensions. However, at BIOROWER, we like to keep things realistic. So what we're going to do right now is change the spread. This BIOROWER Pro is set to 159.6 centimeter between this rotation point and this rotation point. We rowers call it spread. And now we're going to switch it to a 166 centimeter spread, which is the original spread for most sweep boats. If you want, you can have different setups as well. There is a spread adjustment kit, so you can adjust basically anything you want. Now, let's get started. So what you need is a sweep oar handle. You need a different pull rod, namely one that is the right length. It will say 166 for a 166 spread right and a 166 left. You need a 4mm Allen key. You need two 19mm fork keys, a 13mm fork key, a sweep rowing spring, it's a bit of a stronger one, and two spacers for each rigger so the rigger comes out farther. And a shoelace or a zip tie. Step number one, use both 19mm fork keys. I use the ring keys. Loosen up the outer bolt. So a little trick, before you remove the bolt, loosen up the counter nut right here. Now remove the bolt and remove the pull rod. Let's take the one for the left side, 166. Rotate it in as far as it will go. Use no force. See, this is parallel to the floor. Perfect. Sometimes it is not. Well, then you rotate back until it is. Don't force it in. So next up, we're going to remove both oar locks on the left and on the right side, and we're going to remove the rigger. Each oar lock has a screw right here. Use a 4mm Allen key and loosen it. So as you have the Allen key in your hand, why don't you go ahead and loosen the rigger screw right here. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Use the Allen key to loosen the oar lock screw and loosen the other rigger screw. You don't need to rotate it out, so when it's tight, give it about one rotation. That's all you need. Now take off the oar locks as a whole. I hold it here and lift it straight up. I hold it right here and lift it straight up. Now take the spacer for the rigger. It says 166, so the rigger comes farther out. Remove the rigger. Remove the smaller spacer. Put on the spacer with 166 so that the magnet, which is here on the side where it does not say 166, is closer to the rigger. So right here. And now insert it again. The way I hold the rigger is that I hold it here on the outside and I support it here and my elbow is on my knee. That's how I have the most accurate positioning, because it is a tight fit and you need to hear that clunk. Now I remove the pull rod for the other side. Before I remove the bolt, I loosen the counter nut. Now I remove the bolt, remove the pull rod. I use the 166 right pull rod. So I have rotated it in all the way and it's not parallel. So what I do is I just rotate it back until it is parallel. Don't force it in. Okay, now we have to swap out the spacer for the rigger. Old spacer away and sweep spacer on. 166 should be visible. So this way, and now 166 is still visible. One hand on the outside, one hand on the inside, inside elbow on the knee. Should hear a solid clunk. Now let's reinsert the bolt. Use the two 19mm keys to tighten it. Do the same thing for the left side. Bolt through. And tighten the counter nut. Now I use the 4mm Allen key and tighten the right rigger, and I tighten the left rigger. In the next step, I attach the left oar, sculling oar as it is, and then we'll swap out the handle and spring. Now you recognize the left oar by looking at the serial number. The serial number here has an L at the end. And you also recognize it if you look at the wire, that gray wire with the 25-26 generation, the wire is on the outside. Now, when I attach an oar, I rotate the left side out until it hits the limiter, and then I attach it almost in a 90-degree angle, not quite. If I wanted to attach the right oar lock and I wanted to position it correctly, I would rotate it out again and attach it almost in a 90-degree angle. Now in the first step, I take the 4mm Allen key and remove this Allen screw right here. Now I'm going to remove the springs. I'm going to swap them out. This is a softer sculling spring. That's a bit of a harder sweep spring. What we need to do is to remove these nuts without rotating these bolts here. So I use my 4mm Allen key to hold the bolt in place, and just loosen that 13mm nut. I hold the oar lock right here so it doesn't drop, and I give it a bit of a pull and pull it off. So now I slowly drop the oar lock and attach the sculling spring here on the top and put on my 13mm nut. Just needs to be flush with the bolt. It shouldn't be too far out, but it doesn't have to be in too far as well. Okay, and now there's a trick to get this stronger spring on. You could use a shoelace. We have a little zip tie here. I put it around like that. I lift up the oar lock and I give it a bit of a pull and pull it on like that. And before I take it off, I attach my 13mm nut. hold with a 4mm Allen key. If you rotate the entire bolt in, you essentially fix the oar lock to that spline shaft here. And I wouldn't do that. We have this screw on the right side here for that, not this screw. This screw is just meant to hold the spring in place, this bolt. Okay, now this is snug, and I just take it out like that. So finally, we need our sweep oar handle. Put it on. We use our screw that we just removed before with the 4mm Allen key. Now I turn on the lift sensor. Again, you recognize it by the L here or the wire on the outside. Turn it on here. It will light up red and then flash green. So now we need to connect it electronically. That's the 2025 version of the BIOROWER app. You go to Settings, you go to Select Device, and you select Sweep Left. Then you go to BIOROWER and go to Tap to set the nearest BIOROWER. So now it's looking for left side sensors only. We found it. Let's do 10 oars. So you put it exactly in the middle position, like that. Tap Continue, zeroing oars successful. And now when you row, you just see the left side parameters. Let's go to signals mode. So you have one force curve and one handle position curve.